Hey guys, hello. I'm going to be working on a few pre-recorded videos and I'm testing it out in my private Facebook group, testing it out as a live to see how this is. Hopefully I'm not going to start echoing on here. Testing it out as a live to let me turn this down. How this is. All right, so I want to make sure that I'm able to see this. Okay, guys. All right, so I am going to be making a gnome door hanger. How fun is that? Oh my goodness. All right, so this is the little gnome, and this is the door hanger he's going to hang on. I did not bring the jute to go at the top, but I will put jute or ribbon when I get home, and I'll take another picture of him. So the door hanger has one coat of paint on it already. I'll go ahead and get the other coat, and then we'll start painting our gnome. These are cut out of Baltic birch plywood. The door hanger itself is 1/4 inch. All of these pieces are 1/8 inch, and we cut these, and we will have these in the Etsy store. The one that my daughter-in-laws are running, we will have it in there. So I will post it after I get this all done. We'll be using some of our transfers on our little gnome and on the watermelon. So let me just kind of move things around a little bit here. For this one, I am going to just shake up my paint and get this going here. I like to use Americana brand. That is my favorite. And I just put some onto my surface there. This already has one coat, so I think it's going to be okay with just one more coat. It kind of got scratched up on the way here in my truck, so we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to have to grab my glue really quick too. Did not get that. Okay, so might need just a little bit more at the top. Let me see here. Maybe there's enough on my brush. Okay, I think we have enough. So I can set this aside and start painting all the other little pieces. I'll need to do 2 coats on the other pieces, and we'll sand in between. So this is going to be a fairly long tutorial. And I realize my lighting is not the greatest. I do not have my overhead light. I'm up at my cabin, so I have what I have. Okay, so the gnome has lots of pieces. We're gonna just go ahead and we're gonna take some of these off of here and put them onto cardboard. And what I like to do is I lay down some tape. I usually just use Scotch tape, but don't have any, so I'm going to use painter's tape, and I'm going to make a couple of rows of tape so that I can put the pieces down on it. And we're only going to paint the top part. I don't paint the sides. So this is a piece of cardboard. It is a shipping box that has been cut apart. I like to reuse everything that I have. We usually try to make use of all those boxes, so this is a great use of it. Okay, and then I'll put a little piece in the center to kind of hold that still. We'll get these for all of our little pieces, and we will get going on this. So I hope you all are having a great day. I am having a great day up here at my cabin. I have lots of projects, and I just needed to come up and check on it. It had been a long time since I had been up here, and I needed to just make sure there was nobody living in it, which has happened before. Okay, these are his hands. I'm going to put those down in the corner, and his nose, because those would be painted flesh tone. The watermelon, we're going to paint a base color. It's called Dragon Fruit is the color. And then I have his shoes, and I have his hat. The hat's going to be red, and let's see. I think we can do it like this, and then the beard is white. Now, on his body, I don't need to do a lot of that because the beard is going to cover that up. Let me show you. So the beard is going to go right there. So pretty much I only need to do right down here. I can hold this and do all this. I forgot to bring my blue chalk paste. So I am going to use some, or I'm sorry, I forgot to bring my blue acrylic paint. So I'm going to use chalk paste, and I am going to just thin it down a little bit. And I'm going to spray some water in there. So I'm going to paint his overalls, basically, his pants. Going to paint it, I'm making a mess already. I'm going to paint it with the chalk paste, and that works just like paint. So I just thinned it down just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to pick that up and just going to paint it. So this works just as well as if you had acrylic paint. And I probably will do a second coat on this also, just so that I make sure that it's covered completely. So I wanted to have it look like he had little jeans on, is what I was trying to do. So hopefully I'm successful with that. Okay, so I am just painting that, and then I'll set this to the side because I will need this one again. I can put this right up here. Let me clean up my mess I made. I'm going to need all of my paintbrushes again. So they're just going to sit on here. I'll clean up my mess afterwards. Maybe we'll get, let me grab my glue, and I will grab something to set the paintbrushes on. Okay, so I have my tacky glue that we'll be using to glue that together with. I'm just going to use this because that way I can just wipe it off. All right, I think what I want to do is I want to paint the watermelon first because I'm going to be doing different colors on that one. Do you hear that? It has pressure from coming up the hill because I'm up in the mountains. So it's kind of funny that it has that pressure. So this is a pink center, and then we're going to do red dots on it. Go ahead and just spread that out, and we'll go each part. We'll get it painted. I'm going to carefully open up these. Oh my goodness! See, it's from coming up the hill into the higher elevation. All of my paints are expanding and going kind of bloop bloop, and look at that. That it does happen. I think what I need to do is unloosen. Oh goodness. All right, that's quite messy. I am a messy crafter after all. I'm proving it today, aren't I? Okay, so now I'm going to do the beard. And see how the tape just holds it in place? It makes it so easy, so you're not sitting and holding it with your fingers. Although I am messy today. That's okay. It'll clean up. All right, so there's that one. And then the shoes are going to be black. I'm going to unscrew that. I heard the air come out. And I'm just going to put a little bit right on there. I don't think I brought a little tray for this. Usually I bring a little plastic tray. But I packed fairly quickly when I was heading out. Okay, so there's the black. This is going to be red. Oh, heavens. Okay, that red is pretty runny. You see that? I got a lot out. Oh my goodness. All right. So I'm just smoothing this out, and then we'll dry it. We'll sand it, and we'll do a second coat on these. Normally, I have everything painted when I come on here and show you guys, but I figured, you know what, I'm just going to do a longer video today, and you guys can watch it at your leisure, and you can ask me questions. Oops, that one is not mixed up. Make sure you shake your paint. The paint medium came out. It was separated from the color. So we just want to make sure that we shake that so that we have the right color. That is way too much. What was I thinking? You don't need that much. I'm going to put some of it back into my jar. Oh my heavens. Okay. Here we go. We're going to put some of it back into the jar. Boy, my picture is really shadowy. I'm sorry, guys. That's what happens when I'm up here. I should have just taken the time to pack my light, but I didn't want it to get broken. Okay. All right, so now we are going to dry these and I'll sand them, and then we will do the second coat. And this is looking fine. So this was the second coat on this. It looks fine. Let me get my heat gun here. I'm going to dry all these, and see the chalk paste already dried. It dries really quickly. You can see on this that there's a little bit that's still dark. So it'll just take a minute to do this. You can see it drying too, and like with this, you can see it drying on there. Okay, and then if you feel it, you can tell if it still has moisture, it'll be damp. So we're going to go ahead and sand this. I have my little sanding disc here. And we'll do this one first. I have my trash can right here. I'm going to hold this one over the trash can. So I'm just sanding, and then I'm going to take my tack cloth, and it's going to get off all of that dust. Okay? And then I can just sand these right here. So I usually will go in a circle on things like that. It just depends on the direction. Like this one's long, so I'm just doing long strokes. The watermelon, I can kind of go in a circle. These guys, kind of hard because they're small. But you want to knock down any of that grain that raised up. Okay. All right, so now I need to use my tap cloth again, and we're going to get off all this dust here. And we're going to put a second coat on here. Okay. And then we can start doing our little design. So let's go ahead and we'll start with, I think I probably have enough on this brush to just do this one. My brushes probably still have enough on them. I know that my flesh tone had plenty on it. And let's see if the red, see there's still enough paint on the brush. I really didn't have to put more paint out there on it. Okay. So this is gonna be so cute. I can't wait. Been wanting to do the door hanger gnomes for a while, and I figured, you know what, I have a lot of time up here. I have a couple of days of just kicking back and relaxing. Need a little more of this messy bottle of white. Oh heavens. Yikes. Okay, so white sometimes takes 3 coats, but it looks like it's going to be okay. There are a few colors that you will need to do 3 coats of. If they're too transparent for you, then you'll want to do that. But it looks okay. Okay, I don't need any of these guys. They can go bye-bye into my water bath. Okay, now I can move this over for a minute while I do this, and then we'll dry everything. This can go bye-bye. So we need just a little more of our chalk paste on here, and then we'll put our second coat. So I'm just thinning down the chalk paste, and that's because I did not bring the correct color with me. so that's what I'm doing. Just out of necessity. Now the center part here is where his beard is, so I really don't need a lot of that. It's going to show right on this side, and it's going to show at the bottom. And I want it to just look like blue jeans is what my goal is. Okay, and then his shoes are going to be down here, so we're not going to worry about that. Okay, we can set that to the side. This is going into my water bath. Don't need that anymore. We're going to bring this back and we're going to dry it. And then we'll put our pattern on here. We're going to put some buffalo plaid at the bottom of the door hanger also. All right. Oh gosh, guys, I'm sorry about the quality of this. My internet up here kind of really sucks, but... Right, I think that is, well, the white, I can see it's not quite done. So just a little bit more. Okay, you do not have to have a heat gun. You can just simply walk away and let it dry on its own. I just like to, for purposes of the video, I wanted to get it done quicker for you. We're going to get all our pieces off of our board, and we can reuse this a couple of times. So I'm going to just set that down on the floor, and we're going to do this first because we're going to do little dots, and then we'll go back and we will do green along the side. I did not bring a small brush, so you know what? We're going to wing it. Hopefully it'll be okay. Let's see. We're going to do buffalo plaid on this. We're going to do polka dots on this. We're going to do buffalo plaid on this. Okay, so we can move this stuff over here, and we're going to do black buffalo plaid on here. We're going to do red on the little watermelon. We're going to do the little dots. So I have my transfers here. Trying to decide, maybe I should do green at the bottom down here to kind of go, or maybe red. Maybe I should do red. Okay, I'm going to do red to tie it in with the hat. I don't want to get too many colors going. This is for the hat. This will be for here. This is for my little watermelon. So these are the teeny tiny polka dots. This is from the Patterns one that has the flowers on it. This one hasn't been used yet. I can see that it's kind of more difficult to get off of the backer sheet. I'm going to fuzz it. So I have my fuzzing cloth right here. Because it hasn't been used before, I don't want to damage it. We'll get a little bit of the sticky off. Okay. So just taking a little bit of the sticky off. Okay. Going to lay this down onto my watermelon, and we're going to do little red dots. I thought about doing buffalo plaid, but I really wanted his hat to be buffalo plaid. So we are going to do red on here, and hopefully it shows up. I think it will. So I'm just dipping my squeegee in there, and we'll see. We'll see how it looks. I think it's going to be cute. You know, you never know how things are going to turn out. You just don't. All right? And I think I'm going to have to go get a smaller paintbrush. I actually just thought about it. I have my paintbrushes that I brought for my watercolors. That might work better. Okay. So I'm going to peel this up. Look at that. Super cute. Oh, here's the camera. Super cute little polka dots. This is going to go into my water bath. I know it's hard for you to see the polka dots. So let me just bring it all the way up so you can see them. Okay. All right. They are there. I promise. Okay. The hat. We're going to do the hat diagonal with black. So we're going to lay this down on here, and we're going to take our black chalk paste, And we are going to stir it, make sure that it's all stirred up. And then I'm going to squeegee some up and I'm going to squeegee some down because this buffalo plaid does not have any stick anymore. It is not sticky. So I want to make sure it's not going to move. So that's the trick, is to go up and then down. I've used this so much, that's why. That's why it's not sticky anymore. Okay. All right, put the excess back into your jar. And then we're going to peel this off of here. Look at that. So cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, that's going to go to the side. This is going into my water bath. I am going to grab those brushes. Excuse me just one moment. Un momento. Okay. I think this might work for the watermelon rind. So let's see. And we need to do this buffalo plaid. So these are just brushes that I have for doing the watercolor. So I'm fairly certain one of those might work for me. Okay, let's do the buffalo plaid at the bottom of this. We're doing red, and let's just scooch this over. And I'm gonna take this off the backer sheet. Let me see if you can see. I might have to move it up more. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. I am okay. I'm gonna try to center this. Don't know if I can. You know what? We're gonna do like that. Okay, now I don't want to go all the way up. I want to stop right here. So what I need to do is I need to put some blue painter's tape. And that is going to make the chalk paste stop right there so that it doesn't go any further. Okay? All right, so let me see if I can move this up a little bit. I know you can't see. And we are going to do red. So I think I'll just dip my squeegee in there and put down some of this chalk paste. And I think probably the best thing to do is just to go down. So I just wanted just a little something at the bottom. I didn't want to do the entire board. I just wanted a little bit of color at the bottom. Okay, take off your excess, put it back in your jar, because you don't want to waste that, right? Okay, all right, and we're gonna go ahead and pull this off. Oh, you know what? I probably should have done one more row. Wonder if it's too late to do that. Because I should have ended with it more full. Let's see if I can do this. Oops. I should have ended with, let me see if I can press this down. Of course I'm going to get dirty. I'm already dirty. I decided that I would rather have that at the top. So let me go ahead and have my full things right here. We'll just quickly blend this in. It's gonna start to dry. Okay, all right, so here we go. There we go, that's much better. I like that better than having it, the white at the top. Much better. Gonna take my blue painter's tape off, put that into my trash. Okay. All right, so let's dry this so I'm not touching it and messing it up. Let me get my heat gun. We'll dry this and we'll dry this. And we'll make sure that our watermelon is dry. And then we can start doing the watermelon rind. Okay, gonna set this to the side, get that out of my way, and let's do our little watermelon. I do not have anything to put this into, so here's what I'm gonna do. Have you ever just taken your brush? Oh, look, it's completely sealed. This is a new one. Okay, so I'm gonna have to poke through there because it has a little seal on it. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shake it, and then there'll be some in the lid. So sometimes I have just taken it, and then there's some in the lid here, and you can paint with that. Because I did not bring anything to put this on it. It's hard because I try to remember everything, but that just doesn't always happen. Okay, so just gonna do a rind, and then we'll do a little bit of white is what we'll do. Like a really tiny thin thing of white. Just gonna do this. I might have to do 2 coats. Green is kind of transparent sometimes. So I might end up doing a second coat. We'll see after it's all done. So I'm just using the paint that's in the lid. Can you see? All right. Just painting my little watermelon there. And then I'll dry this, and then I can take white and draw just a little tiny, or like light green. I think I have light green, but I could use white. You know how it changes color, how the watermelon, as it gets closer to it, it's more white. Okay, so let me dry that. It looks okay. You could have taped that off, but to me that would have been a real pain to do that. All right, so let me just, I'm getting the green paint out of there, but I'll take a look at this as soon as I dry it. Let's see if maybe it needs another coat. It might. Okay, it's pretty hot. That heat gun is very hot. I think it needs one more coat. Okay, so let me just, I shook that up, and then there's paint in there again, and I had washed this brush, and we're just going to do a second coat really quickly here, dry it, and then we'll do a little thin coat of white, and then I can glue this thing together. So he's gonna be so cute. I can't wait. He's gonna be adorable. Adorable. Adore tag, adorable. Yes, he is going to be adorable. All right. Okie dokie. Okay. Let me dry that, and then I'll do the white part. I'm going to put my brush into my water bath. I'm going to dry this really quickly. All right. It's pretty hot. Okay, just need a little bit of white. This is the messy bottle. Heavens. Okay, so just need a thin brush. Okay, this is the time. Well, you know what? Maybe the next one up. This one's tiny too. Okay, so these are watercolor brushes. I'm just gonna do a really thin little line there. Just a little thin line. That's all. And then it'll be done. And I only need 1 coat of it. I don't need 2. go from this direction. I think I've had too much coffee today. My hand's a little shaky. I do love my coffee. Sorry guys. That's just something, I am definitely a coffee person. Gotta have my caffeine. Some people, they love their Pepsi. I love my coffee. Okay. Almost there. All right, very cute. So I don't think it needs a second coat on the white because the white just needs to be a little bit transparent. See how it is? Very cute. And you can see the little dots now probably. All right. Okay. Now we can glue this together now. I have my glue and we can go ahead and we can glue our gnome together first and then we can put him on the board. I do not have my hot glue gun plugged in. Sometimes I will do that. That will help hold everything in place, but I am not going to be moving this. I'll be taking a picture later. Usually I take my picture right after. Did you hear that? There's pressure in that too. Usually I take my picture right after my live, but I don't need to do that because I'll be uploading this later. Alrighty. So I just put my glue on there. This is Aleene's craft glue. I use it for everything. I actually, nowadays I get it from Amazon because I use so much of it. Now you could do his hat a different color. You could do whatever you want. That is the great thing about being an artist is that you get to choose those things. You get to decide what color am I going to do this. So, and the other great thing is if you didn't like it, you can repaint it, right? Okay, these are his shoes. I got 2 shoes. And then got a nose. There's his nose. And then I think, let's see, which way do we want it? Maybe like that, because he's been eating that piece of watermelon. Okay. Put some of the glue on that. Lay it down. Oh my gosh, I love this, you guys. I have the best job in the world, don't I? I love being able to do crafty things, and honestly, someday I want to do this all day long. I don't want to do my bookkeeping forever and ever. Okay, so there we are. Isn't that cute? Super cute. Okay, so now this can go on the board, and I think what I want to do is I'm going to have it so that he goes down just a little bit. And then there's room at the top. So let me turn it so that you can see the whole thing. Let me turn it sideways a little bit. It's kind of hard to see everything. So I think like that, and then I'll have the bow at the top. What do you guys think? I know you can't comment. I know, darn. This would have been cute in green too. So maybe when I do the girl one, I will do the girl in green. And I do have to turn this over to put a little bit of glue on the back. I hope my pieces don't fall off. I'll have to make sure that they go right back where they're moved. I can feel them moving just a little bit. We will readjust them because the glue takes a little while to set up. Okay, so I put my glue on the back, and I am going to. I think that he should go right there. Okay, so. Just gonna push down, get all that glue down on there, and then I'm gonna make sure that all my pieces are lined up, that my nose is where I want it to be, and then he's done. Isn't he adorable? See, I think his hat would be cute and green too, so it's kind of hard to decide everything. Decisions, right? So he's done, guys. thanks for watching. What do you think? Do you like him? I think he's really cute. I think maybe the watermelon just should go right like that. Okay. All right, I am going to stop moving him around. Okay, I'm going to let him dry, and he'll be good just like that. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. I'm going to turn this off, and I will see you guys later. Love you.